YouTube land? What's good? It's your boy B Heard, aka Brian, aka Prince, aka Prince Vegito out there hating. If you don't know me, I'm just a brother that likes One Piece. Shout out to Brago the Ace, King of Lightning, Tacking, Rogers Base, Mr. Mojai. Hopefully I'm saying that right. I'm big fans of the One Piece YouTube community, and I would love to be a part of it. Not necessarily a part of it like how they do it to an exceptional level, high level. They're beasts and kings in their own regard. I like talking about One Piece, you know what I'm saying? I'm a big One Piece fan. Just recently started following the manga. Following the manga weekly, if you will, too. And I put my friends onto One Piece. And the funniest thing about putting my friends onto One Piece is no one's ever complained like they don't like One Piece or anything of that nature. It's just how long it is. But it is what it is. It's worth it. I wish I could bring them to this point, because this point is like pretty lit. And it's a great time to be a One Piece fan. Especially with Stampede coming out next year. The fact that we're going back to Reverie at some point this next upcoming year. And the fact that we're in Wano now. And we're going to get Orochi's backstory. I think that's what Jump Vista said with all the things of Oda. It's a great time to be a One Piece fan. So like I said, how I shouted out Brago the Ace before. He's been known to do his top 30 strongest One Piece characters in 2018. So I wanted to do a list. I love One Piece discussions like this and just a conversation about One Piece and stuff like that. I'm not up to their level where I can, one, pronounce everything, and then two, have the deep lore and backstory that they have. But I'm a big One Piece fan, like I said. So without further ado, let's get into it. And it's weird because I feel like as far as like liking this character goes, I have him higher up as far as like who I think this character is and like how he is seen in the world of One Piece. I felt like he should be higher, but I think this is a good base as far as like this is the top 30 and like above, right? And that's Don Quixote Doflamingo. King of Lightning, I was watching his video. He made up a good point that I actually didn't really take into consideration, because when you think about the One Piece world, you think of your devil fruit. Is your devil fruit awakening? What is your devil fruit? You think of hockey. Do you have Conqueror's hockey? Do you have observation hockey? Do you have augment hockey? You think of all these factors and these things to consider. But you don't think of stamina as much. You know what I'm saying? And Don Quixote in the Dressrosa arc had a bird cage that was moving, couldn't, swords couldn't do nothing to it. Hockey couldn't do nothing to it. Was moving, closing in on Dressrosa. Merry Christmas, too, by the way. I'm going to keep this in. One takes all, brother do. But, yeah, it was closing in on the island and things of that nature. And he was fighting the Gear 4 Luffy at the same time. And then still affecting the environment. Still doing things, like, with AP, like, the stuff that Doflamingo was able to do and have a birdcage going on at the same time that was unbreakable. Like, a lot of people don't think about it like that way. And yeah, I think Don Quixote could, Doflamingo could hold his own. I think he's super strong. I think that's a great base level to have. Yeah. So that's my number 30. My number 29 is kind of surprising. Not as surprising as he doesn't decide to be there, but I guess it's more so like you don't really know, because it's Cracker from, obviously the Big Mom Pirates. And the third commander. What I think is surprising too is a lot of people don't know how he truly looks like too. So the fact that Luffy, with the help of Nami, was able to defeat him and break his kind of barrier, if you will, it kind of shows you how strong that some of these characters possibly could be. Because it seems like everybody can have a stronger form for all we know. Some people could just be in their base form, a la Dragon Ball, essentially. But yeah, that's Cracker is my 29th. My 28th, even though he beat someone who's technically the fourth commander and not the third commander, Cracker, is UROUGE. I think UROUGE, you figure his devil fruit is the more damage he takes, the more damage he can inflict, and he gets stronger, essentially. So there's a possibility that he could be in one. You would figure he could, right? Because he was right at the island that kind of jumped off when we was first introduced to the island and the alliance that he kind of broke up. So UROUGE got to be somewhere near Wano country, right? So I think he could be a factor in this arc, and I don't know who he could possibly go against because it's like a scaling thing. And by the way, spoiler alert, I do have a lot of supernovas on this list. I guess give them love to the supernovas and things of that nature. But UROUGE could be a big factor in this arc, especially being the likes of Snacks. He did well against the Big Mom Pirates. So the fact and UROUGE was kind of not a lower bounty, but he was. I feel like he was somewhere in the middle as far as bounties go when they got Sabaody, if I'm not mistaken. But the fact that his Delphi was so strong, there's like, well, how could he do against the likes of Big Mom? Because like a Big Mom or Kaido or Blackbeard, you're gonna take a lot of damage. How much can you really dish back? And I think that's the unknown factor that people got like, or nobody wants to rate UROUGE broken tier, but got it broken essentially. So we'll see how he turns out and how he is too. My 27th is the Snake Princess Boa Hancock. It's weird because I think Boa is strong, especially if they get rid of the Warlord system. What does she do from there? Obviously, she's an aide to Luffy. I ship it. But do I think she's gonna go to it? It's gonna be weird too, because it's like even if they go after the warlords too, you know, Amazon Lily ain't going nowhere. Well, I don't think Boa Hancock really has a reason to go anywhere. The only reason I could see Boa leaving is if like Kaido gets his wish in the Great War and the Great War gets announced somehow. But then again, I don't see it being announced because it doesn't. The Marines have no ties to Wano, so unless Blackbeard, he knew what was going on when like 925. So unless he somehow tells the Marines, but he's not a warlord, so he doesn't. Why would he care? I mean, he might care to get his third Devil Fruit, you know, with that theory. I like how I'm going theory fighting too now, but he has no reason to care. So it's gonna be interesting to see how these warlords move if they get rid of the system, because there is supposed to be something big happening at Reverie besides the news and information we already got in 2019. So it all just depends. But yeah, I think we're going to see Boa again. I think Boa's going to be stronger this time around, even though she was already pretty strong the time before. So, you know, it's kind of weird where you got to put Boa. But I put her 27th. Now, 26. 26 is a guy who it's weird. It's like the more we see him, the like lower ranking he gets. But at the same time, you realize Jack, I kind of spoiled the name. Jack Mammoth Boys, you know, things of that nature. Jack the Drought. He's doing a lot. Like, when you think about it. Because he went to Zoe, fought Cat Viper and Dogstorm day and night. Took some arm ligaments from him. So he's credible in that sense. And then he went against Asura Doji. Clashed with him, got his chest slashed, got his weapon broke, but he still clashed with them. So obviously the strong Samurai Wano, the Minx. Then he heard about Doflamingo and tried to fight Fleet Admirals. That didn't work. Then he came back and freaking fought Zoe, an elephant. That didn't, like, he's game to do whatever Kaido says. Granted, is he doing it to a successful rate? Not necessarily. But he's still a commander, and he's still Ancient Zone. Or, yeah, I feel like it's Ancient Zone. I know it's a zone, obviously, but if it's not Ancient, I apologize. Jack about that life. And Jack's an all-star, so, you know, we might not see the best of Jack. Jack could get buffer or do more in this whole Wano arc. This is just, because literally, when you think about it, too, he's done stuff in Zoe. He did a lot in the Zoe arc. He's doing stuff in the Wano arc, and the Wano's not even done, so he can still do more. So Jack is one of those commanders that's out here putting in work. You know what I'm saying? So as much as people like to like give him his L's and things of that nature, he's out here trying. He's out here doing the damn thing. So you gotta give him that respect and that credit. My number 25th is and my 25th and 24th are actually headliners. So I know it's clear. I just kind of built Jack up just to give him L's like everybody else does in the community. But my 25th is X Drake or DS Drake. Reading the Wano, I thought we was gonna see Drake. Like I'm still happy, still excited to see Drake. We still ain't seen him yet. We heard about him and things he did, and I think the place that Luffy first went to where he saw Tama and the Oni Tenku is I think X Drake ruled over that territory, if I'm not mistaken. Or he went by that territory and left marks there and things of that nature. I think X Drake's going to be the wild card factor in this, especially with the supernovas. We always kind of thought that Hawkins might be the one to flip, but Hawkins seems like he's kind of more Kaido side, so we don't know what Hawkins is capable of or what he's going to do. But I think with X Drake, we don't know, because he wanted to be a subordinate of Kaido's. He wanted to do this, so he brought in Mudman. What is that dude's name? Y'all know who I'm talking about. The one that just said the thing about a kid in the rumor in the latest chapter. I can't remember his name. Y'all gonna kill me in the comment section below, but y'all know who I'm talking about. But yeah, I think X Drake's gonna be the wild card of the MVP. I'm looking forward to seeing X Drake. Hopefully we see him in 2019. Yeah, I have high praises for him. I think he's gonna do real well, and I think he's super strong. And then Hawkins, out of respect, I gotta give Hawkins the 24th spot. I mean, the fact that he was with going against Luffy and Zoro, you figure he stopped the freak. Well, he didn't shoot the nails, but he knew who Law was, clashed with Law. Hawkins out here playing a big factor. He gave him 90% odds to basically live at the end of the month. Yeah, Hawkins being a big factor. He's doing the damn thing. So I'm impressed with Hawkins. I've become a Hawkins fan with this arc. But the only thing I don't know about Hawkins too is his he's basically a scarecrow ability and how many lives he really has, because he did take some damage, but granted he conflicted on as long as he has other people around him, he conflicted on the other people, which is going to be interesting in the war sense essentially, because it's like, you're going to run out of fodder units. I doubt Hawkins is going to be able to put the damage on X Drake or Scratch Manapoo if he's there, or Killer if he's there. Like, you know what I'm saying? Are there always going to be 10 people around Hawkins? And then again, who's he clashing with? Because if he's clashing with the Zoro or something like that, I don't know how many times you can take 10 strikes, especially if Zoro goes into his multiple forms and things of that nature, or multiple sword styles. My number 23 is a good brother, Water Law. You know what I'm saying? Trophy. My guy, your guy, big Law fan here. He's done okay in Wano. He hasn't had his chance to shine yet, really. I mean, also because Luffy's been brash and Luffy's been making, not mistakes, but, Luffy's Luffy. But we all know and love Luffy, so it is what it is. But I expect to see more Law. Hopefully, he gets a good battle in Wano Country, because I mean, I did love what him and Luffy was able to do against Doflamingo and Dressrosa. But I want to see more Law. We haven't seen him in a while. Kind of been chilling in Zo. Kind of been. It's weird too, because he's been chilling. I guess he knew about Kaido, but even he just kind of casually brought it up, like, "Oh yeah, that's Kaido." But if you know why I did that, you know why I did that. But yeah, he hasn't done any. Like, I was kind of hoping that Law would come back and be like, all right, boom, this is the information, this is what we need to do, this. Like, he would know what's going on, but he's kind of just been just falling back and waiting and seeing, I guess. But it's always a good chapter when you see Law. My 22nd is Smoothie. Oda said he wished he did more with Smoothie in the Whole Cake Island arc, and I think we're going to see that in Wano Country, especially because Smoothie. To be honest, Smoothie might be the only command that Big Mom brings. Oh, I mean, you want to see Katakuri, but we don't know how much damage he's taking and how he's doing. So Smoothie might be the only one she brings. But then again, it just depends too, because if Big Mom could bring all other commanders, and like say we see snacks and stuff like that too, I feel like Oven, Daifuku, all of them. I feel like then they're gonna have more of an important role in the Wano arc. But if not, I just feel like we're only gonna see Smoothie. But I think Smoothie's gonna have a chance to shine too, and I think she's strong too. I think she's a strong admiral foe. You saw a little bit of stuff she could do in Whole Cake Island, but we're gonna see more. I think with the Wano. And then 21, I have Queen. Uh, I feel like the Beast Pirates are higher up than the Big Mom Pirates, so I might have some commanders higher up than other commanders, but that's just my theory and my thought process, and just kind of how the story played out too. So that's the whole thing behind that. Now my 20th, I think my 20th, like I said, how with Doflamingo, my 30th is a good barrier to see who's like the strongest and like, where the upper echelon lies. I think 20 is a good, like I think my 20 and then my 10 are the same things essentially. So like I respect everybody from 30 on up, and then it's like with 20 on up, I think you get stronger, and then with like 10 on up, and then you're the strongest, I would say. I have Monkey D. Luffy. Luffy went all out against Kaido and didn't fare well for him. And, you know, the person I have above Luffy, you know, went all out against Kaido. I'm guessing it probably didn't fare well for him. And I guess you could probably think who I have. That spot, Monkey D. Luffy. I'm going to put him a little bit higher on my list because I am a Monkey D. Luffy fan. And it was, I got the logic behind what he was trying to do when he was going against Kaido. So for everybody, like, oh, Luffy's so stupid, Luffy's so brash, it's like, this is the Luffy you know and love, and it kind of made sense. He's like, yo, if I can take him out now, I ain't got to worry about all that. Granted, Oda would never done that. Never, you would have no story if you did that. But I respect him for trying. And I like Buff Luffy. I hope they don't break out of the prison easily. But I do hope Luffy stays this strong, because I feel like Luffy getting naturally buff is just going to help everything else. It's going to help his stamina. It's going to help. I don't know why I say like OJ the Juice Man. OJ the Juice Man, and I got stamina. Yo, if you know that reference, that's hilarious. But I feel like this is going to help Luffy as far as that, as far as hockey, as far as Gear 4th, as far as like Gear 5th. If that happens in Wano, I don't think it's necessarily going to happen in Wano. Maybe how Snake Man is like a speed version of Gear 4, and Take Man's like a big defensive kind of buff version. Maybe Gear 4 2.0 will come out essentially. So it's the best of both worlds, because obviously Luffy's training now. We're gonna get some sort of new form with Luffy, right? That's my guess, and we'll see. And I think it's funny because my 19, I have you know who, and they both kind of agree that they're both gonna take out Kaido. So I think Luffy's gonna have a part in it, but it's gonna be interesting to see who gets the final blow. And I might as well bring it up now. I have Kid as my 19th. You know, stuff he's able to do with one hand is impressive. If he might have been moved higher up on my list, because he said he did go into Whole Cake Island and he took something from Big Mom, and somebody attacked one of his members in his crew, so he went back to retaliate against the commander, but we don't know who. I think Smoothie is probably the best option because, you know, I don't think it was Cracker, because Cracker's never really been damaged to the point where he had his, you know, his true form revealed. Snacks got folded by Rouge. It's not Katakuri. So Smoothie really leaves the only option, but then it's like, how much damage did Smoothie really take? And like, who did he damage? Because he just said someone in his crew, so I think the only one that can actually hold their own would be Killer, right? So is it the other two? I don't remember the names. Who knows? And another reason why I would have Kid higher is because when you think about it, Kid didn't go off the train. Now, granted, Luffy did. Luffy did have Marineford, so obviously from a stamina thing and energy thing and fatigue thing, he had to rest besides that. But as soon as that happened, Kid went into the New World and he challenged the Red Hat Pirates, lost his arm, challenged Kaido, took the L, challenged a Big Mom Commander, took the L. Like, he's affiliated himself with 3 of the 4 Yonko. So Kid was out here trying and stuff. So I think if I look at Jack as that's Admiral, I have to look at Kid as that's Admiral. Granted, you lost, but you're only gonna get stronger training with the people who are better than you versus the people that are at your level or the people you're better than. So come on now, gotta give Kid some credit. 18, I have Marco. Marco is the first division commander that we've truly seen too as well, I want to say, with the Whitebeard Pirates and things of that nature. Granted, I think his health regen and the stuff he's able to do as a Phoenix kind of boosts Marco too. So I think a comedian had a joke where he's like, he doesn't want to like do a lot of cardio because he's like, what you call it? You heard what happened to him? He's like, he got in a fight and he lost, but he had a lot of good cardio, so he was able to take a long beating. Like, I guess Marco would be in that field. I guess Marco would be able to hold his own, but like, the only thing I can really arguably give Marco is obviously he has observation and augment hockey, but his stamina. That's the only thing I can really give Marco right now. And we don't know how strong Marco is because he did participate in the Payback War, but how did everybody else do? It's kind of why I don't really have any other Whitebeard Pirate members, but I think Vista and Jozu, if he's alive, they're kind of in that regard as far as like the 30 to 40, or they're in my top 50, obviously, but you know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's what I think about Marco. I have Sabo as my 17th. He's just stronger from a young age, and you figure he knew everything about hockey. And I wouldn't be surprised if Sabo had Conqueror's hockey, too. Sabo was strong without the Devil Fruit. Now that he got Ace's Devil Fruit, it's only stronger. He's clashing with the likes of Admirals right now. So, yeah, I have high regards for Sabo. 16, Word King of Lightning, Charles Barkley, Slam the Jammer for your mama. Katakuri. Katakuri got it all, man. He really does. He could marks and as far as abilities and Devil Fruits, have Conqueror hockey, and was able to best Luffy for the most part of the fight. You know, if this was like a boxing match, you would definitely give it to Katakuri versus Luffy. The stuff he's able to do, man, is ridiculous. He's a great character. I actually like his character a lot. Just this fight in the anime now is a thing of beauty. Need I say more? My 15th is King. Like I said, I have the big Beast Pirates over the Big Mom Pirates. I'm gonna go with King right now until further notice. Now King could be hot garbage, and it's weird too because a lot of people think that King is gonna fight Zoro, which I don't know if the Straw Hats are gonna get their one-on-one fights because it'd be weird if everybody else got their one-on-one fights, but obviously Luffy can't fight Kaido one-on-one, but it's gonna be interesting. So right now I have King, but I might, like next year's list, I might put King lower than Katakuri, but we'll see. 14. I guess King is my good barrier for the top half and the bottom half, if you will. I have Dark King Rayleigh. The stuff that Rayleigh's able to do, his hockey's amazing. His stamina's amazing. And he's old. I think he's almost touching 80. Stuff he's just able to do. It's impressive. It's the guy. It's the GOAT, man. It's the right-hand man to the Pirate King. Love me some Rayleigh. 13. I have Monkey D. Garp. And also another reason why I have him over Rayleigh is not necessarily that I think he's flat out stronger than Rayleigh. I just think he's going to get more of a shine. So you figure we know everything about Rayleigh because obviously he was the Pirate King's right-hand man. And he's been Luffy's trainer. So But I think you're gonna see more Garp as far as the Rocks pirates go. We're figure out information about that, and I think Garp was chasing them, battling them. So I think Garp's gonna get his credits and be like, okay, I get it. Especially if Kaido and Big Mom were part of the Rocks, and then we don't even know who the Rocks leader was, and if the Rocks leader is like stronger than obviously Big Mom and Kaido, and if Garp's clashing with them and holding his own, Garp's gonna get some regards as that. So I'm kind of basing off of that too. And I still think Garp is strong. I think Garp could do his own thing. Now my number 12 is Ben Beckman. A lot of people don't freak. I think the Red Hat Pirates look so great in the Marineford arc, and I know it's been a while since we've seen that, obviously, but the fact that I think Kizaru is game for anyone in the world. But he saw Ben Beckman, and Ben Beckman was like, don't even think about doing that, Kizaru. Because I was like, hey, bro, hey, chill, it's not that deep. Shouts out to my friend. That means something. That means something. And I think he's the commander to Shanks and things of that nature too. Like Ben Beckman's like I think he's the smartest person in the East Blue too. So yeah, give Ben Beckman his credit. And then my number 11, I kind of wanted to put this person over Fujitora, but I guess I can't at the same time because we don't know what he's doing. And actually, I think he's starving himself too, if I'm not mistaken, because he's waiting for a pretty girl to feed him. So I wonder if he got fed before the fight that's taking place right now, and that's Green Bull. But we don't even know. What if Green Bull is essentially like Big Mom in a way, where he's fighting right now against Sabo and the rest of the revolutionaries, and he's holding his own, and dude ain't even ate nothing yet. And dude's weak. We don't even know his power. Like, we don't even know what he does. So hopefully we get to see him in 2019. I really hope we do. I hope he's not a part of the accident. Because it's like, I want him to be a part of the show. You know what I'm saying? Especially number 10, Fujitora. Fujitora, I thought saw a lot of strength. And his devil fruit is amazing. The fact that he can control gravity like that. He's blind. And his hockey's great. And he's just... I feel like if anyone's going to turn out of the admirals too, it would be him. Because he wants to abolish the warlord system. So he might have a big part in that. So obviously if he abolishes it, maybe they're like, the Marines are like, you know, Akaino's basically... What if Akaino's like, yo, since it's your idea to abolish it and we abolished it, and if we have a war, we're screwed. I need you to go get them guys. Lock them up. Set them to impel down. Go. Fujitora seemed like he began. I bet. Since he, you know, he didn't agree with the whole Dressrosa thing. Like, nah, I'm going to take credit for all that. So, I think he's a good borderline for the top 10. And I do kind of believe that Admirals are on that Yonko-esque level. I don't think they're as strong as Yonko, but I feel more confident about Admiral going one-on-one against Yonko versus like a commander, I guess, if you will. Right? So my number 9 is Mihawk. Mihawk is the greatest swordsman in the world. It's tough, too, because it's like, where do you put Mihawk, really? Because we haven't seen Mihawk do anything besides his fight with Zoro. We know he's clashed with Shanks a lot of times, but obviously since Shanks lost his arm, he didn't want to do it no more. I'm hoping... I got this theory from Mr. Mojai. I hope I'm saying that right. But I agree. I hope we see Mihawk go with the Shanks Pirates and kind of ally itself with the Shanks Pirates. Because either the Marines are chasing Mihawk, or I think he's going to probably run into Blackbeard. That's the only really 3 things I can see Mihawk doing. And then I honestly see like either Zoro or Luffy getting their dream crushed by the Blackbeard Pirates before they get the chance. I think more Zoro than Luffy, unless Mihawk does go with the Shanks Pirates. kind of protect itself essentially. But even then, shit, what if you went to the Shanks Pirates and the Shanks Pirates get flatlined by the Blackbeard Pirates? That would be crazy. I don't know if that's gonna happen, but it's a possibility. But yeah, because Mihawk's in a weird state, so I really want to see what they do with the Waller system, and then we'll see how Mihawk moves as such. Because Mihawk, if they get rid of it, he's gonna have to fight somebody. And like you saw with Marineford, he wanted to test his ability, and yeah, he was clashing with some commanders. You know what I'm saying? I don't think Mihawk looked great, but I don't think Mihawk was really at full goal, if you will. Mihawk's one of those competition kind of guys. So, my number 8 is Kizaru. Kizaru is just the man of light. And actually, I should have put Kizaru higher, but I guess as far as strength goes, it's not essentially a story. It's not. I was like, I'm considering the story as a whole too. And Kizaru, I ain't gonna lie, he was with it. He was like, "Yo, you want us to go to Wano?" He's like, he looked at Akainu. He's like, "Yo, you want us to go to Wano? Because I'll go right now." And then Akainu was like, "No, fall back. We don't know about these samurai or things of that nature. We don't know what they could do. So let's just wait a second." So the fact that was dope that he was game, I thought that was pretty cool by Kizaru part. My number 7 is Akiji, but we haven't seen him. But we haven't seen him, but he's affiliated with the Blackbeard Pirates, and we just saw the Blackbeard Pirates. So where he at? What is he doing? There's no way he's like an informant or anything like that, because he did walk out on the Marine. So what essentially could he be doing? I think he's still super strong, and the fact that he was going to be the fleet admiral until Akainu got salty and challenged him for it, and they went to Punk Hazard and fought for like I think 10 days. Then lost a leg, but he's still a dangerous man. I mean, froze Luffy like it was easy. Kind of curious to see where that goes. And my number 6 is actually his captain right now, Zehahaha. Sorry to quote King of Lightning, but I'm a fan. Mr. All Day, 24/7, 365, 40 hours a week. Blackbeard. I think if he gets the 3rd Devil Fruit, then he's going to be my number 1 free of charge every year. That don't matter if we see Dragon, we see Shanks, we see Kaido, all that. If he gets the 3rd Devil Fruit, it's GG's, bro. I don't know who gonna be. I don't know how Luffy gonna beat him. But yeah, I wanted to put him at 6, so he obviously has some room to grow. And then Blackbeard takes damage, and he kind of hurts him more. Yeah, say ha. Like, what else do I say about Blackbeard? Blackbeard out here making moves. The Blackbeard Pirates out here making moves. He just asked Mori to join his crew. I definitely think that was a rhetorical question, because it's like, look, either join my crew or die. So, the only answer I should be hearing is yes, unless you're trying to die. Like, so that's what I mean by rhetorical, even though I know that means you don't answer the question, but y'all get what I mean. Yeah, big gains by Blackbeard, 2 billion bounty, which actually equals in yen the actual bounty of the real life Blackbeard. So shouts out to Oda for knowing that and doing that. That's super sick. Yeah, so my top 5. I'm going to start off with the fleet admiral himself, Sakazuki, Akainu. Oda says he got one of the best offensive devil fruits there is, especially with Magma, obviously. He's a monster. He's a beast. I feel like he's all about that action, boss. To quote Marshawn Lynch. I feel like he can hold his own against any of the Yonko too. I really do. Especially, I'm gonna come back to Akainu too. But my number 4, see, it's a toss. It's my number 4. All right, so boom. I would say my 3 and 4 are Kaido and Big Mom, right? I wanted to put Big Mom ahead of Kaido just because of what she was able to do. Then again, we don't know Kaido's backstory. But Big Mom was so strong, but I feel like the flaw would be her eating. So if she doesn't eat, like, I don't think she's as strong as Kaido's drunk, essentially, right? So, and then also I looked at it as far as, like,
Kaido went against Gear 4 Luffy on Haki. Just normal skin, normal Kaido, this and the third. Big Mom hockeyed her forearm and took on a Gear 4. I mean, it didn't affect her or nothing like that, but she had to hockey her forearm. So just that alone, I gotta put Big Mom at 4, and then I gotta put Kaido at 3. And Kaido's a dragon too. Like I wanted to bring it up early in the video, but I don't know if all people got to the point of where they read the manga to this point. And then again, if you're at this length in the video, then you obviously know. But like, yo, Kaido's a dragon. Surprise, surprise. So I was like, yeah, I can't put. I'm gonna just keep Kaido at 3. Like, what are we talking for? And Big Mom, you know, she didn't get that fight. So I'm curious to see if she comes to Wano. Yo, what? Okay, so say she comes to Wano. What if Luffy? Hear me out. What if Luffy fights Big Mom? Is that still Admiral? And like, say he's a part of the Kaido thing? But then again, that does make Big Mom look a little weaker. But he might be able to beat it. Who knows? Because I mean, like, yo, say Luffy doesn't get the big hit on Kaido, but if he beats Big Mom, yo, like, come on, yo, like, yo, come on. I'm just throwing that out there, dog. I'm just testing the field. So then my number 2 is Redhead Pirate Shanks himself. Kind of wanted to put him at number 1, but I'm gonna leave that for someone else. Yeah, Shanks. We just figured out that he took on Kid. Said, "Give me that arm. I ain't got an arm. I'm gonna take that arm." And then I think Shanks might be even more broken. I think Shanks has a devil fruit. I kind of do. Because unless the only way I'd be okay with Shanks not having the devil fruit is if he has the strongest haki, like, ever. And when I mean ever, I mean ever. Because you figure Shanks has Conqueror's haki. Like, yo, the Roger Pirates, they all basically had Conqueror's haki. You know, you figure Shanks has it, Gold D. Roger has it, Rayleigh had it, what's old boy's name? Why did I forget? Momonosuke's dad's name. I can't believe I forgot him. I'm gonna type it in my correction. He had hockey. They had like 4 Conqueror's haki members. That's the curious thing too about like Luffy and the crew, right? If the Straw Hat Pirates are supposed to be the new king of the pirates, how many people are gonna have Conqueror's haki? You gotta have some people. You can't just have Luffy. He's the only one, right? So is Zoro gonna have it? Is Sanji gonna have it? I think those 3 at least. Jinbei might have it too, because technically he's the second highest wanted person, and he's a Straw Hat. So are those the 4? Well, they have 5. Who knows? I don't know why I just blanked on that name, so I do apologize. I was thinking Oda for some reason, but I know it's not Oda. I know it's not Orochi. Odin! I'm sorry. That's 39 minutes in. I'm kind of tired. It's hard to talk for 39 minutes by yourself. Anyway, my number 1 person, and it's crazy too, because I kind of hate doing this because it's just all hype and speculation, because we don't even know if he has a devil fruit. We don't even know what his devil fruit is. We don't even know what he does. But as far as the world is One Piece, as far as the Gorosei is concerned, as far as the world government's concerned, this is the highest wanted man in the world. So I'm curious to see what his bounty is. Monkey D. Dragon. And another reason why I have Monkey D. Dragon so high is because, one, he could possibly have a devil fruit. I'm one of those believers that thinks he was either a Marine Admiral, Rear Admiral, or a CP0 member, things of that nature. Granted, he's the son of the hero and Monkey D. Garp. His son is Monkey D. Luffy, the quote-unquote 5th Emperor with a 1.5 billion bounty. And he's the most wanted man in the world. And he created the revolutionaries. And granted, some people say that, oh, yeah, like, Blackbeard came there, messed up their place. Yeah, some people saying, oh, yeah, Blackbeard came there, messed up his place, blah, 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 blah. Look, Dragon probably wasn't there. Or to some degree where he couldn't affect them or something like that. And then if you remember Marineford, to go back to that with Akainu, he kept saying, you're the son of Dragon, you're the son of Dragon, you're the son of Dragon. I can't get Dragon, so I'm gonna get you. Because Akainu, he's like absolute justice, right? He could be a hater, essentially. So, what if Akainu was third? Because you know how he was second and some Goku kind of put Akiji at this higher state, and then that's why they had the whole battle, and then you got the Fleet Admiral and stuff like that. What if he was second and say Dragon was first, and Dragon beat Akainu in every category, and Akainu was just this hater, and he couldn't beat Dragon. And now that he's a Fleet Admiral, his one goal is probably to beat Dragon. And because also I want to see Luffy's mom and things of that nature. I want. That's the final thing I want to know is how the whole Luffy and Dragon dynamic goes. Because obviously, I would say Shanks is more of a father figure to Luffy than Dragon. But then Dragon's cool with Sabo, and Sabo's Luffy's brother. So it's like, what do you mean? But yeah, Monkey D. Dragon. I don't know when his arc is going to be. Maybe it's going to be right now. I'm hoping Dragon doesn't die or anything like that. But I'm hoping he sits on the throne just like a G. Just like, yeah. F the world government. F the, the Gorosei. F Im-sama. This is my place. Like some gangster like that. And then it's on screen and you just see Dragon. Everybody like, oh. Yo, because I want to see Luffy and Dragon meet. I want to see that dynamic, and I want to know what Luffy's mom's like. I want to know all that stuff. So, Monkey D. Dragon is my number one person. Hopefully, he's my number one person next year. Unless freaking Shanks has a devil fruit. Unless Blackbeard gets his third devil fruit. You know what I'm saying? Unless Kaido beats Big Mom because he said, yo, if you come here, I'm going to slap the ish out you. Like, we don't even know. But yeah, wonderful year of One Piece 2018. Expect more One Piece videos next year. Hopefully I get better at this. Hopefully I'm a part of One Piece videos so I can make people laugh and talk One Piece. Because that's the whole point of this YouTube thing. It's my YouTube channel. I can do what I want. I want to talk about One Piece. I ain't really got a lot of people to talk to about it. So I got to talk to my YouTube chat about it. I got to talk to somebody about it. But until next time, I'm out. I'm tired of talking. Peace.